Negroes are not made like that. And we didn't run them all by here. Every kind, I'm telling you, I think I mentioned this somewhere. I was running on the trail, white man with a crew cut, with a nice looking young white lady. And she got the shorts on, right, with no underwear under them boys. She runs right up, it passed me down. And she run right in front of me, up far enough, and bent over and crossed her legs and bent over. And I said, well, that's about the nicest vagina. I said, they must have had a vagina viewing contest. That was one of the nicest vaginas I've ever seen. I mean, really, I've seen a few. And it had a visual, and I just run right on, kept on going. I mean, all kind of, I'd be here 1,000 years. And they know what they're doing, right? It haven't worked. And they have white women calling the Masjid at 12 o'clock at night when it's pouring down rain. And that's said to be a psychological, not a mysterious time, but you want to do something slippery. It's midnight and it's pouring down rain. You know what I mean? This is the way niggas think, right?
Something slippery.
And they have, I said, lady, I'm not coming by picking you up and taking you nowhere. At all. Forget it. Is this thing on? Yes. Anyway, let me speed up. They don't believe it. No scandal. Now, they have scandal, and no scandal on me. That's a miracle. No running off with nobody's wife, girlfriend, or money. Anything they talk about, what? He's a big shot not behind. Over there where you live, we moved from there so somebody else can move in, and we moved in that office back there. I moved my whole family back there. It was my granddaughter, my daughter, Fatima wasn't born yet, Sakina back there. And we lived right back there. The office part, the big part is 18 by 11. And you got to go upstairs, so that cuts off about 4 feet, you know what I mean? So that means you just living in that part over there. We lived there. Why? Till we bought the property next door. Somebody already living here. And we remodeled that place over there. This is the third remodeling. We remodeled it. It must have been about $15,000, $20,000 at least. And we lived downstairs. Downstairs. Abdul Jalil them lived upstairs. We lived downstairs. Why? So we could make sure that the community is stable, the income is stable. If anybody ever mentions that we was doing something for money, it's basically stupid. And everybody knows that it's stupid. There's no calculator that can calculate, because no leader is going to live downstairs, right, instead of living upstairs, right? No leader is going to live in an office. They're not going to do that. Right? They're not going to do that. They're just not going to do that. So, but anybody that signed on for that type of, that was part of the thing. If somebody wants to get married, will get married, meaning you're not doing this for anything like that. And people have to mention, maybe sometime in the future we may get a house, That maybe so, you never know. But it ain't gonna be now. In other words, everybody's gonna get theirs first. Now, if anybody wants proof of anything, that everybody else gets theirs first and you put yourself at the end of the line, all they gotta do is look. Anyway, now let's speed up a little bit. So this infrastructure or that we're talking about, project management, means that right now we're going to put out a flyer and what have you about our cars and all and property, all that stuff. But at the same time, anybody that wants to adopt a car, because they say, "You gonna fix a car?" I ain't fixing nothing. I'm not fixing no car. I'm not gonna drive any car today and it runs perfect. And you get in it the next day and can't get it off the thing, we have to park it over there. When we push back around, the car runs perfect. I know it's perfect. We done had cars out on the highway, zoop, stop. Only reason we didn't leave those is because we're right here. There's no sense of leaving it, you know. But if it had been out on the highway ways, I just walked away and left it. Just like the police jumped behind me going down Central, you know, out by that donut place, whatever it was. Not that I was getting no donuts, but I just happened to put in there. Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I don't care nothing about no Krispy Kreme. Never have. And so, and they just put the car up on the thing and towed it away. You know, when they come specifically for that, because it's like I mentioned, they towed a car away before from these roadblocks around here. I don't know if I mentioned roadblocks. When I mentioned to one of our senior snitches years ago, that car license plate does not belong on that car. And it was like, that's against the law. He didn't say it's against the law. Next thing I know, the police is buzzing around. And you know, because you know how people, you could tell a flatfoot, an old-time flatfoot, because even if they have children like sons and they break the law, they won't go see them in the pit. They won't go see them. They won't. You're breaking the law. I mean, they're serious about it. They ain't running around here breaking the law. So you go to jail, you're there for yourself. Now, of course, I give people a few dollars when they get out of the pen. But they don't start cooperating until they reach a certain stage, like they're gonna get a federal job or something, driving a trolley or a bus or putting up this, that, and other, then they'll, you know. Of course, sheetrock will fall down over in other places. It's like professional job, you know, all that stuff, but it don't make no difference. And they'll sit right in here and look at you, and they'll have a look. Since I tell them all the time, they try to improve it. But I used to call him Ibn Klum. It's just funny, being funny. You know, Ibn, son of a clown. Klum, you know, like we're pretending that that's the Arabic pronunciation of clown. Ibn Klum. They have nothing to do with that. But Ibn Klum is son of a clown. In other words, or the clown's sons, or the sons of clowns, something like that. And they act like that. They act like that all the time. So, but they're a great comfort. Another thing that's a great comfort is when you have the government have solidified your daughters. That's wonderful. You said, that's terrible. Absolutely not. One person in the movement is enough, me. Right? What would happen to them if they sit there typing all this stuff up for me and doing this, that, and another? You would be almost, just think how nice it is. No paranoia, no madness. Because see, there's a natural protection that men have for daughters, you know, kind of like, it's kind of natural, you Son, yeah, you can fix it up yourself. But daughters, you be, kind of dug in. So it's perfect. They get all the grants, they get everything they can stand. They got them coming out of their ears. Fine. And they don't have nothing to do with me. That's wonderful, right? Maybe they didn't think that's the way I look at it, but that's the way I look at it. Everything is perfect, right? One in a movement like what we're doing is enough. Hey, that's sufficient. I mean, one in a family, the whole family is enough. Okay, so let me speed up. In this process, we're going to try to get the people to legalize drugs too, because legalizing drugs, not that we're for drugs, but if you legalize drugs, it takes all of the probable cause and it reduces the police presence, and then they have to cut back on all of that. Immigration, border control, all of that. You break the whole infrastructure. You break the whole infrastructure. Excuse me a second. This one second. Salaam alaikum. You know what? I'll call you back in a little while. I'm having a class right now, okay?
Oh, okay, yeah, of course, okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so
Bye, Salam. Okay, I told you. I just said you got a call. Remember? And I have to act on that. I mean, just like what I said, okay, no questions asked, right? That's what I said. Hey man, that's what you have to do it. Because that's what we said. And that's what I was, look, where we're going, ain't nobody going by themselves. And there won't be any earthly angels going along either. Like sinless people, right? You know what I mean? We're going to pull off, since it's so comprehensive, that we have to pull off a whole new, that's what we're doing. Before I forget, there's just one thing I just have to say before I forget. Now, everybody been watching. Anybody been watching these people on the TV? The Democratic thing last night, anybody see that?
I heard certain speeches, but I didn't watch it.
Right. Well, anyway, we just have to comment on it because remember we talked about that this is a drive to force people to vote. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just look at it right now. Okay, Hanging Chad's 2000s, Swift Boat 2004, 2008, the Negro, before he even gets started, raises $650 million. A Negro. Okay, he raised more than that this time. Okay, so, and the Negro has no history, no contact with the original civil rights struggle. And when he was even pretending with Reverend Wright was talking about, what he was talking about?
Goddamn America.
Goddamn America, and the police bringing drugs into, which everybody know, right? And you should have heard that boy. You think Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers and them could dance, and Bojangles them. This boy here slid over here, he did the Michael Jackson, and then he moonwalked, and pretty soon he was in the presidency. Right? I'm just saying. Then after he's finished, now, white folks are so mean and stupid. They could have sold ice to Eskimos, tell the truth. When they put the Negro in, post-racism, all the stuff jumping up and down.
Right.
The Germans, I mean, it was just when he was running, it was 235,000 Germans, all white folks, jumping up and down and wanted to meet him in Berlin. They had it going on. But putting him in was part of the script, but the part of the script that wasn't scripted was the inbred racism of these people that wouldn't allow him to pull off nothing. Right? I mean, they were just saying, oh, no, you ain't gonna get it. And talk about the Supreme Court, with the Supreme Court justice died a year before, right? Remember the last Supreme Court justice died.
Right.
A year before he was going out.
Right.
And they ain't had nothing to say about nothing. No, we ain't gonna do that. We just gonna wait till the next guy come in. Okay, now, what I want to say is about this stuff. Is a kind of a determinator. It's Al-Furqan, but not Al-Furqan. It determines where the society is at. Elections are a measuring stick. Elections are a measuring stick. Let me try to explain it. Right now, you could tell that everything Donald Trump do, there's no learning curve, right? So he's doing everything on purpose. And everything is outlandish. It's like it's never been done before. Everybody know the old folks get all their stuff from the post office, right? And out in the woods, and they put a post office general, whoever it was, he got stock in something else, right? He got stock in one of the, I don't know, what other people that drive stuff by. And everybody know it, right? So they're gonna have the vote, then they're gonna get rid of all the fast counts. The super count machines, they count a zillion things and have it sorted right away, just run off. So they take all of them, and then they was doing it around here, they took half the mailboxes, right? But they're taking them right before the election. And you know, the only thing that's in the Constitution specifically is a mail service. It's constitutional. They have to have that. It's you know. So I just had to watch it. I said, I'm not going to watch it. But then I broke down last night and I was watching because I have to, and I said, good God Almighty. So what they're doing is they're forcing the people to vote. You got to vote. If you don't vote, this man that's doing all that we letting him do, right? Tell the truth, they letting him do all that. If you don't vote, the whole thing is to get people to vote, to get invested in the system. If you don't vote, this boy is going to be back. Boy, look at here. If you thought he was acting a fool or showing his behind, the first go round, you let him get in the second go round. And then you can see him forcing people to vote. Oh, no mail's gonna get there on time, no voting things is gonna get there on time. And there was a voting scheme where 3 people up in Idaho somewhere, got extra ballot and stuff, so but it's forcing people to vote. People saying, and their whole line is, don't stay home. You get out and vote. Don't take no chances. You get out and vote. Bernie Sanders is on that. Peace and love. Go vote. I don't care what you got. All of my folks, y'all go vote. You got to go vote. And the dictator from California, the little, dictadora, the lady.
Pelosi.
Huh?
Pelosi.
Kamala, whatever her name was.
Oh.
That was the Attorney General. That girl said, all parents, if your kids don't go to school, we're going to put y'all in the penitentiary. Good God Almighty. That's Hitler. Look, man, you talking about she's progressive. I got paperwork still with her name on it because she was Attorney General Kamala Harris. I said, God Almighty.
She actually was at Howard when I was there.
She was at Howard, yeah. Look, that girl, you gotta, whatever you have to sign, they sign it, and then they do it. And all the people on the thing that signed, Barack Obama, Miss Obama, whatever her name was, right? All of them, they all on the team. They gotta be on the team. All the Negroes that's against us, they all on the team. How can all of this be? That all of this fanfare and nothing is happening? How could it be all these lectures on every university campus? What's all of them? Chris Hedges, the little scarf wearing man. What's his name? Cornel West. All these big professors, right? Noam Chomsky. They've been teaching, Noam Chomsky, he done turned geriatric on the thing. Noam Chomsky I know since 66. And he's been telling the truth. But what the hell is, all them people can't get together and do nothing? All the big time imams, right? Jumping up and down at all these seminars all over America. And they don't do nothing. Nothing gets done. That's not an accident. That's perfect design. That means whoever designed that, they thought about that. And